Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's great to see all you guys here today. I am quickly getting used to this new streaming platform. DJ, great to see you, mate. Oh wow, Netherlands, awesome. Oh right, is that someone else is from the Netherlands? Wolf Gaming, yes, thanks. Good luck to everyone. Okay, you guys are having a conversation. So I'm going to get on with what I'm going to do. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. I'm actually streaming on Restream right now. I had to learn that this morning, and hopefully it's working pretty well. So if you guys can let me know if it is working, if you're having issues seeing it, that would be awesome. This guy wants to say hi, George. I actually have him like a little bed here. But unfortunately, it's so low that you're probably just going to see fluff at the top of his hair and not much else. But guys, to move on to why we're here today is the channel member giveaway. We do this every 2 weeks. I enjoy it a lot. DJ, I'm good, mate. Thank you for asking. Cut a check-in. Great to see you, mate. I literally saw you build this thing out of the Landtac. Looks way better than the actual original. It's obviously got the Fort Wahia mark on it as well. Incredibly rare. George, yeah, here he is, the big man. To be honest, you guys are probably mainly here to see this guy and not actually to see the draw. But the members of the channel, I think we're up to 13 now. So still, the odds are pretty great, guys. And to be honest, I quite like having a small amount of people in it. But this is going to be the draw today is for this. We had two options, actually. If you guys were on the channel, you may have voted for which one. But we had two options that are going to be in the giveaway or could have been the giveaway option. First of all, the one that everyone turned down. In fact, first of all, guys, it was quite awesome because I had a poll of what people should win this week, and that was between a sniper, an AEG, and the gas bobat pistol. We've actually given, or I've given away, sorry, I should say we with George. I've given away a sniper who went to DJ actually, I think last week, 2 weeks ago, and also Cutter got the Landtac in the first one. So we've done AEG, we've done sniper, and you guys all voted for gas bobat pistol, which is kind of great for me because I've got a mix of stuff. And actually, I'm going to put up the poll after this of what you want to win next week. Probably I expect AEGs because most people use those most often. But because you guys picked gas bobat pistol, I posted on the channel a vote. Which one? We have the WeTech Galaxy Style 1911. So I'll show you what everyone turned down. I don't know if you guys just don't like this, or actually you'd like to see it in a future unboxing. In fact, one thing I do like about this, you can unscrew the orange flash hider. So it actually looks way better like that. I don't know why I've had that attached, but great pistol. If you guys want to see it in a future giveaway, for me, it's just this color here, which obviously you can change. But I don't think I'm going to use it that much because I've actually got an AAP01, similar kind of style, and I mean, I've got some other pistols, my Glock 26, and I'm not going to use, but it is cool. So that was turned down. Sorry, guys, you're not going to win that today. However, what I would have picked, to be honest, I think it's a better option, is this. The Dan Wesson VALOR 1911. This one is actually CO2, which I should have mentioned, I think. I don't know if you can get green gas mags for this, but I presume you can. Because usually with CO2 weapons, CO2 pistols, you can actually run green gas in them, whereas some green gas, I think, can't run CO2 because it's too powerful. It'll overload the gun and break it. But to be honest, guys, I would have picked this. So unfortunately, the flash hider doesn't unscrew on this. So you are, whoever the winner is going to be, going to have to remove that, you know, crack it and get it out, whatever it is. But I don't see that many of these. So I would have picked it. I like the style of it a lot more. I really like this kind of grip. And obviously you've kind of got the like Dan Wesson signature here. George, however, so unbothered by it. It's insane. Just to go through, guys, as I said, CO2 mag, all metal, plastic lower, sorry, metal slide. It feels great though. You can probably see the action here. Like it's a really nice pistol. So we're going to be doing the draw for this. I'm going to do the draw first, and then because you guys don't want to waste time sitting around, and I'm actually going to ask some questions. I've got some new gear that I'd like to get you guys' opinion on. But first of all, let's get on with the draw because that's why you guys are here. Quickly, I think that Galaxy 1911 is nice, DJ. I agree, mate. But to be honest, I go with the Dan Wesson. Let me know if you think. Wolf Gaming, you think the same? Cutter, yeah, okay. I think Dan Wesson takes the standard WeTech 1911 mags, or they have their own green gas mag option as well. So that answers it. DJ knows everything, so it sounds like that could be the option. CO2 equals boom, boom, Cutter. I agree. The one thing I don't like about CO2 is not being able to tell how much gas is left in the canister, because I know that, or the cartridge, I know that you can run a couple of mags worth of BBs through them. And I hate going to a game not knowing how much CO2 is in my weapon in case I dry fire. So with me, I would say I slightly prefer green gas because I know that I can fill my mags at the end of each game. And I kind of know that it's a full mag. It's going to hopefully perform the rest of it. The rate of fire on the Galaxy in the full auto is pretty crazy. I agree, mate. In fact, I've got a gameplay video coming out where I stuck a box or a drum mag on the bottom of the Galaxy, the one that's a copy of the 1911, sorry, of the AAP01. Looks very similar. They literally just copied it, made it full metal. And to be honest, it's pretty nice. I mean, when you're firing at full auto, it feels powerful. Sorry, guys, let's get on. Joshua Landers, great to see you, mate. I think you're the newest channel member, so it's good to chat with you in the Discord. Green gas is easier to use, Cutter, I agree. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Keep putting the comments up there, but what I'm going to do is actually get back to those afterwards. So this is the first time, I think, where I'm not going to get my phone out and show you guys the screen and try and show you the randomization. I absolutely don't want you guys to think that I'm fixing who wins this, and definitely this guy wants me to do that, but I'm not going to do it. So I actually copied this from Airsoft GI. I saw them in one of their live streams, and I think it's probably the most effective way of doing a randomization. I'm going to share the screen now, guys, with you, and I'm going to show you exactly. Oh, my mouse is plugged in. I'm going to show you exactly what the list looks like in terms of the. Sorry, I'm now. Know what's happening here. My mouse is now really gone mental. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to show you guys quickly. Okay, this is really weird, guys. Oh, I think it's because my George was actually sitting on the keyboard right there. So what I'm going to do quickly is show you the list. So we're going to show you this. It is kind of cool because it's random.org. I've got the list of all of the members right here. And what's really cool about it is obviously if you're at the $15 member level, then you've got 2 entries. So as you can see, Joshua K's in twice, Bear's in twice, Wolf Gaming's in twice, Sayu's in twice. So those are all the $15 members. The other ones have other members who are amazing and supporting the channel have got 1 entrance. So this is the amount of entrances. So to be honest, guys, it's a pretty good chance of winning it. So it's not that many winners, and we haven't, members, and we haven't had that many members from the start. And I think I've given away, this is the third weapon I'm giving away, which is the gas blowback pistol. So the way we're going to run this, guys, quickly is what I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm actually going to do the dice roller. So I'll show you that quickly right now. The dice roller is actually the same company. It's random.org, but what it's going to show is this, which basically I choose the amount of dices that we want. I can roll the dices, and that number is going to be the amount of times that we shuffle the list. So if it hits 8, I'm going to hit shuffle 8 times, and whoever is at the top of the list at the end of the randomization is going to be the winner. So hopefully that's kind of fair to you guys. If there's another way of doing it though, actually, as well, I'm sure there could be some better ways of doing it. So if you've got a suggestion of randomization, let me know, because we'll do it that way. So I'm not going to go onto the comments because I'm going to get distracted. So guys, I'm going to start this right now with this, which is going to be the randomization. I've got 2 dice and we're going to roll them. We're going to roll the dice, and we have 9. Okay, guys. So that is a lot of rerolls. So we're going to do 9 rerolls. As I said, we have the list there. It's going to be the name that is at the top at the end of the reroll. So get ready, members. You better be feeling lucky because, well, you better not be feeling lucky. The odds are pretty good. However, we're going to get onto that now, and I'm going to go back to the actual list. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this platform. So if I'm kind of messing up and doing that, then hopefully it's not too annoying for you guys, but I'm going to get better on the next streams. So what we're going to do is re-roll this 9 times. You can see right down there, I've actually got the randomize button right here. And so I'm going to hit that 9 times, and whoever is at the top of this list is going to be the winner. If you're not watching the stream, that's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter. If you're watching this afterwards and you see your name is at the top, or you know the person at the top, I'll try and DM you on the Discord and message you as a member directly through YouTube. But I'm just going to need your address, and then I'm going to pack this up and send it straight to you ASAP. We do have some international members, which obviously shipping can be an issue depending on the country you're in. So with that, what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to look up the value of this pistol, and I will, from you, get the retailer in your country that likes, that you like the best. And I'm going to give you a voucher or give you the amount of the pistol that you can spend there. Kind of a better price because you get to choose exactly what you want. But hopefully that works out for you guys. Again, let me know if there's a better way to do this, but I think that's probably the best way. So if you're ready, I'm going to re-roll this thing 9 times, and we're going to see who is at the top. Ready? First one, randomize. Okay. So if that was the first one, Bear, you'd have got it, but we're going to find out. So that's 1. Number 2, Bear, you're having a good run at this, mate. Number 3. Okay. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. I don't know if I should show you this, guys, but George is actually watching the screen and getting quite excited about this. 7. 8. And the drum roll. Who will be the winner? We're about to find out. Re-roll the last time. Joshua K. Congratulations, mate. If you're in the chat right now, everyone give him a clap or congratulate him. Joshua K., if you're watching right now, mate, send me a DM on the Discord. Send me a message on any platform, the Instagram, the Discord, YouTube. And what I will do is get this guy packed up for you, put the address of your, wherever you want it sent, and I will send that to you. But hopefully you enjoy this, mate. And I really think you're going to like it because it feels really good in the hand. Okay, guys. So hopefully that's kind of cool for you guys. You get to see who has actually won that. And actually, we're going to be doing another one in 2 weeks. So if you want to win that and you are not a member, join the membership on the channel, obviously subscribe. And what I'm going to do is be doing that draw. I believe it is on, what's 2 weeks from today? The 18th, the 25th, the 1st of August is when that's going to be. I'll put up the poll afterwards so you guys can vote. Hopefully that is interesting for you guys. Let me get back to these questions quickly, and then I can get straight on. I'm going to talk actually about this. I don't know if you guys have seen this before. And I'm also going to talk about orange tips to a couple of the guns I've got and how annoying it is because you can't remove them. So guys, yeah, Joshua K, congrats. Bi-weekly membership thing. Yeah, DJ's absolutely, mate. It's bi-weekly membership. We've actually discussed in the Discord recently doing every other week. So I'm going to give away every Monday, but the other weeks could be for just subscribers of the channel. So we put all the subs into it, but it's going to be not as expensive or not the best stuff. It's going to be the less expensive stuff you guys can win. If you think that's a good idea and that would be interesting for you guys, let me know. But obviously, I'd really like to build the membership of this channel so that I can give away a lot of this stuff to you guys. And hopefully that is of value. Congrats, Joshua K. Everyone is congratsing. Will, I'm sorry, bro. Cut it airsoft. Yes. I mean, obviously, if you guys are here watching, it's kind of annoying if you are not winning it. 6mm Badger, are you considering the National Airsoft event in Ringwood, England? What is the date of that, mate? I was back there for the Queen's Jubilee, actually, what is it, about a month ago, 2 months ago? And I am trying to get back more and more, and I really want to play some of the UK sites. Obviously, getting my equipment over there is kind of impossible. So I need to work out a way of teaming up with someone, getting some gear and actually playing properly. I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to playing with the wrong things. But let's move on to the next thing. If you have any other questions, guys, I'm going to get to them. So just put it up. Orange tips, the devil, grub screws, always. So I'm gonna tell you guys, normally I'm okay with orange tips because in the US, sorry, by law, in most of the states, you need an orange tip on a airsoft gun to sell it. There's nothing that tells you that you can't take it off. So a lot of the ones that I get actually like this WeTech. I can unscrew it or I can take it off. However, I was trying to do that recently with something that I got from Novrich. And I don't know if you can tell here, guys, but obviously if you have a silencer, it's not going to be an issue. But this actually is, the threading is orange. And so you can probably see here, I've tried to scrape some of it off to get rid of that orange tip. And it's actually got an extended barrel, which runs right inside. So you can't really like try and get rid of it. And I was thinking about painting it, but actually if I ever want to do something with it and attach, and actually just run it like this, it's going to look weird with this silver edge to it. And this is like rubbing even the black paint off underneath. So it's just looking silver. I don't know if you guys have a way of doing this, because this pistol is awesome. I really like the Mark 23. This is going to scare George, sorry. But actually you can probably hear, it's just very silent. It's a copy of the Mark 23 from Tokyo Marui. A lot of snipers use it because it's very quiet. It's very easy to use. So if you're kind of sitting somewhere and you see some enemy come close to you, being able to pull this out and just pull that, it's way better than a lot of the pistols. Gas blowback. This isn't blowback. You can cock it, but it isn't blowback. As you can see, the slide's not going. But this annoys me. Obviously, I think if it was black, they could do a kind of attachment, which is orange. Obviously, they're doing that with WeTech. But let me know, guys, what would you think about that? Joshua Landers, add a 3D printed compensator. I'm not the biggest kind of 3D printing guy because I haven't got a 3D printing machine. But I was actually looking yesterday because I think this is 16 millimeters. So it's not your normal 14, and it is clockwise, not counterclockwise. So I was looking at silencers to fit on the end of this, and I want to keep it short because I don't want to have that long silencer on it if I'm drawing it, if I have it in my belt holster, which I normally run. So I was looking for like a small compensator or a small silencer on here. I can't find one that's really going to fit the pistol. There's a lot of big ones that fit AEGs, but I can't find one. Send me a link on Discord, mate, if you see one, especially if it is 3D printed, because I put that in there. After stripping paint, cover with a barrel screw cap. Again, I looked for that, but it's a very square slide on this. So a screw cap, I presume, would just look a little bit over the top. Again, mate, DJ, if you can send me a picture of that, would be great. After stripping paint, cover with a barrel screw cap. Yeah, sorry, you just said that, Cutter. That's how I clean mine off. Then just hit it with a little paint. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking, is just black. But to be honest, like, will that affect the screw? It's not going to, you're not going to be able to screw it on in the same way. So that is my gripe for the day. Now, what I'm also going to talk about is something that I ordered. I actually saw this on Names Nico's channel. I always think Names Nico because that's how I would say it with my English accent, and he is English. But I saw this is one of the things that he uses. So this is a grenade. It's by Tectonic Innovations, and this is the Quake 8. I don't know if you guys have seen this. If you've seen it, let me know. But this effectively is a grenade that you could use kind of similarly to a Thunderbee CO2 powered grenade, but this is pyro. So it runs off primers. But the one thing I thought was really cool with this is it's obviously impact. So if I'm throwing it into a building, throwing it into areas, it's going to go off, and it's kind of apparently very, very reliable. So I'm quite excited to try it. But my issue is in Southern California, it is very dry here and very hot. And the site that I normally play, Warped Ops, pyro is banned because you're going to cause a fire. It literally is just like brush that's going to take off and just burn right through. So I bought it because I know that I'm going to play in other locations that allow pyro. And also because I like the fact, even though it's not realistic, that you can actually run 8 different bangs off this. So it's in safe right now. You can probably see here, this is where, if I do that, this is where you put the primers in the bottom. And then actually you can literally switch it from safe. Sorry if I can do this. That is on safe on that one. You can literally, when you want to, 7, 6, I've probably done that the wrong way, go to 1, and that prime is in that position. So when I throw it through a door or wherever I'm throwing it, that is going to go off. It's going to be dead, and then I can switch it to 2, and then so literally I have 8 grenades in this one grenade. which for me, carrying the kit that I carry, which is a lot of advantage. Obviously, if they had a CO2 version, I'd be very happy. But let me know what you guys think of this. It looks kind of like a flashbang. You can get different colors of them. I'm not doing a plug here at all. And actually, I had to order this from a UK site. I believe it was Fife War Games that stocks these. I think there's a few suppliers in the US, but I found it really hard to find it. And it's actually, if I can get that, it's made in the UK. You've kind of got a little British flag there. Again, I'm originally from the UK, so I quite liked just kind of investing in British products. So I was kind of happy with that. But I'm going to try it out. I'll probably do a review video on this, and let me know if you guys are interested in that. I need to find a location where I can actually deploy it, because it's going to be very loud, I presume, and it's also going to be fire risk. So I kind of need to maybe do it indoors, somewhere where I'm not going to set fire to things. But let me know what you think of this, guys, because it's kind of got this wobbly top. Whenever that hits, it's going to go off. Watch the name's Nico channel, and actually I think he shows how he throws them through doorways and some of that. This is the other thing that's pretty cool, is that you can attach this to it, and you can basically run that on your kit, pull it out, and then just throw it. I like fast access, which I'm trying to work on right now. Thunderbees, I have them in these pouches, which are good, but trying to deploy one while I'm holding an AEG, it's just annoying. So hopefully that is something that I'm going to enjoy using, even though I can't use it normally at my site. Joshua K, that seems awesome. Thanks, mate. Nice. I run a Bang 22. Kind of hard to reload, though. This looks great. So I think you can get a 4 as well. So basically, instead of 8, it has 4. And I was thinking, should I just get that? Because it probably weighs a bit less. It's a bit smaller. But then I actually thought, why wouldn't I do an 8? 4 grenades opposed to 8 grenades, and it's not that much smaller. It's not that much bigger. So I went with the 8. But if you guys have had experience with the 4, let me know. Okay, August 26th to 28th. So unfortunately, mate, I've actually got surgery tomorrow, which means that I'm actually going to be at home for the next week to 2 weeks, which means I'm going to be doing a lot of posting on the channel, and I'm going to be getting a lot of content filmed, especially unboxing videos. So hopefully that's going to be good for you guys. But I've got knee ACL replacement and meniscus. I was being an idiot skiing in February, and I came down the slope, tried to bank up like a half pipe, took far too much speed into it, and I twisted my knee. And I didn't think there was anything wrong. But there is. It was clicking constantly. I actually played airsoft with it strapped quite a few times. I'd jump into a trench and it would really hurt, but it would only hurt for a minute and then it was fine. Weirdly, airsoft, I think, helped it slightly because it was clicking, I think, from the meniscus, and that stopped clicking as soon as I played airsoft. So I had the follow up with my surgeon who's going to be doing the surgery tomorrow, and I was like, oh, it's not clicking anymore. I think it's fine. He's like, oh, that's great. The range of motion's better, but unfortunately, you've had a torn ACL and a torn meniscus, so we're going to have to do surgery. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. I'm actually pretty used to surgery. I've had a lot of them over the last 3 years, so I'm not that nervous. Don't worry about me. I'll be absolutely fine. But that is going to mean, weirdly, I can't. It says a week to 2 weeks until I'm back walking again. I've got a lot of PT, physical therapy, and then actually the really annoying thing after that is that I'm not supposed to be doing any sport or hard activity for 6 to 9 months, which to me is ridiculous. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. I love surfing. I love riding my one wheel around. I love swimming. I think swimming actually might be okay. And I can't play airsoft competitively for 6 months. So just to give you guys a heads up, what I've done with that is I've actually ordered, or I'm having someone right now build me an HPA sniper rifle. So I was thinking, if I can't play, I can always kind of walk around, sit at the back, kind of pick people off. I don't know. I need to, the problem is I'm going to get too excited. I'm going to try and run into stuff with a pistol, and I need to not re-tear this thing, which is why I can't do that for 6 to 9 months. Anyway, let's get on from that, because that's just boring me talking to you about my health issues. But I've got a lot of new stuff coming to the channel either way, and I'm going to be sitting here on my arse for 2 weeks. So if you guys have any questions, join the Discord. I think we're up to 3,500 subscribers on the channel now. which is pretty amazing. And I think it's 12 to 14 members. So that's been going for a month. I'm actually really happy with that. And I think hopefully the community grows if you guys see the value in that. But if you don't, I also want to hear it. Sorry, guys. I'll read these. It's probably a lot about surgery, which is probably not good. Are the primers easy to come by at the moment? DJ, that's a really good question. I went onto a website in the US, ordered, I think, 1,000 primers, and they're not that expensive. It's like $100 for 1,000. So again, like compared to the Thunderbees that I run, I think it's like $3 to $5 a throw. Because you're doing CO2 cartridge and you're doing the plastic outer shell, and some of them don't even go off. For about 75% success rate I have on those. So it's going to be a lot cheaper if I'm running these. But with the site that I went to, I made the order and it was no checkout. And so I had to like message the actual people saying, I made an order, how do I pay for this? And they had me send PayPal payment with the order reference. And apparently that's good now and they're sending them to me. But I don't know why it works like that. So it could be that I'm waiting like 6 months to get these things. I know that they're legal in the UK, which is also a really great thing because obviously firearms explosives generally aren't allowed there. So actually that you can run a primer kind of explosive in that I think is really cool. And obviously in the UK, it's raining, not raining everywhere. It's raining a lot and it's not exactly the issue as fires, apart from right now, actually. So if you're in the UK, one of the subs, like, I'm really sorry. I mean, I'm used to like 100-degree weather, but I think it's like 114 or 116 in Spain, and it's going to be super hot there over the next few days. So hopefully you guys have some air conditioning or a fan or a way to get that, because I never had that when I lived in London. I actually saw a pretty cool picture, well, not pretty cool, a pretty weird picture this morning of the guards that guard the Queen effectively wear full regalia all year round. They have the kind of big fairy hat on top of their head, and I think I saw for the first time ever, they're not allowed to move, they're not allowed to smile, they're not to do anything. You probably see pictures of people, coming up and taking selfies with them, but I saw an attendant walking up to outside Buckingham Palace and dabbing their actual face, which was just sweating, and gave them some water, which I think is the first time I've ever seen that. Normally they will actually let them pass out on the floor and then they'll just get another guy to replace them, which is kind of weird, but actually I don't know, it's kind of cool. I just like that kind of discipline in that way, but I don't know. So guys, if you're there, I'm sorry. It's really kind of probably not the right time to be using this, but generally it's raining, it's kind of cold or overcast, and you can use that all the time. I definitely miss some of that foliage. Do you have to reload BBs between each use? There's no BBs in it. So it's a loud bang. It is similar to the Thunderbee, but you can put BBs in the Thunderbee. But it's basically for those sites where if you're within 15 feet of an explosive going off, you're dead unless you're behind cover. If it's thrown into the room with you, you're dead. It's the law for most of the sites that I've played for in the US. And it was the law that I used to adhere to when I played in the UK, but not many people were using explosives back then, which was probably like 2009, 2010. Joshua K, please do a video on this. Absolutely, mate. Do you have to reload BBs between each use? Sorry, down the shadow, you've read that. Bro, too much COVID 1 to 19 has it. I don't know what that means, down the shed. Sorry, mate. It's breaking out again in the UK. That probably is the case. I know LA, it's gone up 25% in a week. And actually, I had to have a COVID test yesterday for my surgery tomorrow to make sure that I don't have COVID before I go into the hospital for any procedure that's going to happen right now. Cutter, not happy about surgery, but glad to hear it's your knee and not having to do with your head. Yeah, so if you guys aren't aware, I don't know if you can see the scar here under my hair, that is there. But basically, I had a brain tumor in 2019, end of 2019. They cut around here, pulled this down. They took a bit of my skull out, and I had a baseball-sized tumor in there. That's a pin, actually, there that holds the skull in place, if you can see that moving. And then I actually have another one here, which isn't quite as obvious. But apart from seizures, I've actually kind of got away with that, and it's not necessarily life-threatening at the moment. We'll see how that plays out in the future. It's more my wife. I just feel bad for her. Call sign Poison. Did you ever settle on that sniper you were talking about in Discord? So I think that was the HPA sniper. I don't know if I should give this away. I'm going to not give it away until I unbox it, because it is HPA. It's something kind of different and kind of rare. I'd really like you guys to guess what it is. So if you've got a guess, put it in. If you're the guy building it for me, actually don't put the guess in. But I'm really excited. It's actually getting me a tank, a full HPA line. So I'm going to have the HPA gear, and I'm going to be doing an M249 HPA build. I've never run HPA in my life, but I thought it's quite interesting to have the diversity on the channel because I know a lot of guys that do that. So, you know, if you run HPA or you hate HPA, because I know it's a bit of a divisive subject, put it up and let me know. Come home, get it free on the NHS in about 8 years. Well, I know, mate. My mum actually works in the NHS. She's an anaesthetist. And to be honest, I know that it's great having free healthcare, but the wait lists are mental. And actually here I pay a lot for healthcare, but I can kind of get seen instantly. My knee is actually being done tomorrow by the orthopedic surgeon. That was the word. I couldn't think of it. That does all of the operations on the LA Kings. So that's an ice hockey team that plays here in LA. So obviously they get a lot of injuries, especially in their joints. So I feel like I'm in really good hands tomorrow. They're taking a piece of my hamstring, restringing it under my kneecap. It's a one-day surgery. It's in the same day out. So, you know, I'm not that worried. It's going to be a bit painful. And then I've got PT the next day. So physical therapy straight off and then for the next 6 weeks. So hopefully I'll repair it. It needs to be good enough that I'm going to be faster in the airsoft games. But we'll see. If I'm good at doing that and not good at pushing it, hopefully that's the case. I mean, George is just annoyed. Oh, that's exactly, he growled. He's just very annoyed because normally this is his domain for most of the day and I'm working. But actually he is going to be having to put up with me here all the time. Get a good knee brace cutter, 100% mate. In fact, it's actually being delivered in the next 2 hours. I'm probably going to get a call on the doorbell now and I have to go. But weirdly, they said, we're going to deliver the knee brace, the crutches to you today, and I need to take them to the hospital tomorrow. I was like, why don't you just have them at the hospital? Apparently that's not what they do. So I've got to take that with me tomorrow morning. Chaotic, thank you so much, mate. Hope you recover well. I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. My wife's actually in New York right now, so she's abandoned me the day that I'm going in. Okay, cool sign. Remember, Bolt M VSR10 is a good choice because the aftermarket support. I completely agree with you, but just to give you a heads up, I have not gone with a VSR10 bar 10 base. It is something that's very out there. And just to give you a kind of, actually, no, I'm not going to give you a hint because you'll guess what it is, but it's going to be very cool. It's expensive to do, and I think you guys will really like it. Do we know your first name? My first name is Edward, if you didn't know. So this is George. I'm Edward, or Ed, as I go by for most of the time. So that's my name, down the shed. Good luck tomorrow, Roger. Thanks so much, mate. I got an M61 double bell, I think, cracking for £80 or $100. Yeah, to give you a heads up, I think I am paying just under $1,800 for this one. So it's a big investment and I'm hoping it's going to be amazing. But looking at how it's looking already with the pictures, I'm really, really excited. That's great. Absolutely. Mate, 34.5 today, 34 and a half. Is that your age right now? Because I am about to turn 33, actually. So very close in age. 94F, 60 miles near home. Oh, mate. So it's 94 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 miles near Stonehenge. So that is hot. At the moment, it's about that temperature in LA, just to give you a heads up. I have played airsoft in 100. But in LA, it's very dry heat. There's not really much humidity. So 100 here probably feels like 80 in most places. But I can't imagine what it's like being in the UK with no air conditioning, not really being able to go outside because it's too hot. Bro, my thoughts are with you guys. I meant near Stonehenge. So it's not 60 miles from Stonehenge, but just near Stonehenge. Yeah, I've seen a few videos of people disrespecting them and getting up in their faces, which is bogus. What is that, DJ? I'm trying to remember what I've got put in reference to that. Down the show with Jason Cool, I actually got the Mark 12 that I'm going to be getting parts for and upgrading it to a Kythera later. I am using the Bolt as the kind of the internals for that. So hopefully that keeps you a bit happy. Seen them, but thought they had BBs. Yeah, there's not enough space in this. Literally just put the primer in, and then this is the firing mechanism. When it's on safe, it won't go off. And then after each one has been deployed, you can kind of leave it on that because it's obviously been spent. One person in 19. Oh, bro. Okay, so I thought you meant there was now COVID 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 19. So one person in 19 has COVID in the UK. So that's like 5% of the country. That's pretty crazy. Call sign, that made basically takes 9mm blanks. Make sure you don't have any shells get stuck since it's meant to be for a blank. Yeah, it's primer. So you don't even have to put full shells in it, but it's just the primer part of the ammo that would be in there. So you can buy them in the UK, even though you can't buy 9mm ammo. So I might be wrong with that, but you're not putting exactly like the shell or the blank part of a shell in there. It's literally just the primer, which is the firing part of the device. DJ, I wish you have a good surgery. Yeah, mate, I'm gonna be good. I'll be chatting to you guys tomorrow after my surgery. I might be a bit weird in the head after the full anesthesia or whatever, but I'll be there. Only things I'm going to do. Okay, he's talking call sign poison. Happy with it. Stock only for spare gun if the main gun breaks. Okay, you guys are chatting to each other, so I'm not going to get back. NHS, they do their best. COVID didn't help. 100%, mate. I love people at the NHS. Like, I don't know how those people do that work for such little money and grind all day, every day. America, very similar, but they get paid a lot of money to do what they do here. Which is kind of rewarding for putting that work in. I have so much respect for NHS staff. I've just used the Blaze HPA rifle and it just hits that sweet spot. If I remember, it was a Daytona, I think was the maker. So my thing with a sniper is I really like the idea of sniping, but when it comes to a bolt action sniper, the pull on the bolt to me is just kind of, it's not annoying, but it just feels not that realistic. And obviously if you've got a powerful sniper, like a 500 FPS, it's going to be a tough draw. And so I really I like the idea of having a free bolt as you would in a real sniper rifle. So you get that with the HPA. And so if I can just, boom, it's just more satisfying being able to lay out rounds like that for me. But I may be completely wrong. I haven't used an HPA sniper, and the guys that I've seen use HPA more often are using it in an assault rifle style platform. So we'll see how it is. I've got a Mark 12 Mod 0 that I'm going to turn HPA. That is the one thing as well. I mean, I know you're limited by the gas, which you would be limited by the battery in an AEG, but just being able to lay down the rate of fire an HPA can and playing that LMG role or the heavy machine gunner where you're just giving cover fire to your teammates to move. HPA makes a lot of sense to me for that because you've got a drum mag. You're just putting down so many rounds. We'll see, but let me know how yours turns out, bro. Going to throw in the Kythera max hop up. Oops, sorry, I'm burping. 80-degree bucking and a 6.01 in a barrel. I mean, it's going to be accurate and fast firing. Joshua K, I see the point of HPA, but it's not cricket in my book. I know what you mean, mate. I think if you're running the rate of fire at a ridiculous level, completely agree. I'm not going to do that with a sniper. And I'm probably not going to do a full insane rate of fire with an LMG, but I don't know. I know the people are like, you either like AEGs or HPA. There's very few people that run both and love both. I might be that person. What up, DJ? Great to see you guys. You're talking to each other. I'm a noob. Only been playing this for 6 months, mate. I mean, obviously you're loving it. And I remember when I'd been literally start playing, I think my first weapon that I used kind of regularly was a Jingong or JG G36C, which I actually the other day was looking at gas blowback versions of that because it's just a cool gun and I don't see it anymore. But I used to love that thing. The mags are a bit weird with the catches on it, but I really, really liked it. Cool Sun Poison not working at the moment, so scrapping what I can together for what I can get. All on my channel, lol. Guys, if you're watching, go and follow and watch Down the Shed with Jason's videos. Cutter's actually also, Cutter Airsoft is growing his channel, so go and follow that as well because he's built something really cool out of that land tack that he won a month ago. And he's posted some pictures of it on the Discord. I just love that you've actually done something really cool with it. I think you said it was good internals, but the fact that you've improved it. I mean, this guy right now is stretching. You won't be able to see it, but he's just like stretching himself. Say hi to everyone, George. Also, the other big thing to mention, actually, guys, is in your actual box, if you're a winner and a channel member, there will be a George patch. So that's probably better than actually winning the actual win. So if you guys are excited for that. So I don't have that many George patches. As you guys know, or you maybe know if you've been following the channel, my old house got broken into and they stole everything I had. Luckily, my insurance paid most of it. So I managed to get back a lot of the equipment that I bought. However, all of the George patches got stolen. So I have a few left. And so I'm giving them only in the boxes. I may get some more if you guys think that's a good thing to buy, but I'm giving them in the member win boxes. The other thing I'm doing is I'm keeping them on me when I go and play. And if people are coming up to me and saying, hey, I know your channel, I'm giving them a patch. I've had that happen a lot recently. I think the last time I played at Warps, I had like 4 or 5 kids and their dads come up to me. They were like, hey, my son loves your channel. Just saying nice things. And I'm actually like, you know what? Like, here's a George patch. Hopefully this is kind of cool for you to use at some point because they're very rare. So guys, Poison got an unexpected little check for 200 quid. Nice, mate. So that's going to be a good airsoft gun. Politicians to do a day in the NHS and they realize what they do for peanuts. 100%, mate. I mean, I don't know how these people go through, medical. I mean, that is the one thing. In the US, it costs apparently $1 million to become a doctor here, which you go into an insane amount of debt, but those guys make a lot of money and pay it back quickly. You can become a doctor a lot cheaper in the UK. But like my mum, for instance, does not earn the biggest amount of money, and she's been a doctor for 40 years and has, I'm sure, I'm not going to plug my mum here, but I'm sure she has some insane experience for that. Have you picked up a hater yet? Roger, you just want me to have this hater, eh? I haven't, but now you're saying that, and you've tried to tell me that for like a couple of weeks. I may go and order one. We'll see. If I do, I'll show it to you on the channel because you love it. And actually, like this, I mean, it is kind of like this where each kill is kind of very, sorry, George, is very satisfying, I think, because you only have a certain amount of shots. So, it looks cool. I know that. My mate just got a Barrett sniper. It's massive. He found out today it takes CO2 and was firing around 200 FPS. So I got actually one of those Lancer Tactical massive Barretts. It felt so cheap and tacky. You've probably seen it in an unboxing video a while ago that I did. It's massive. I mean, I can understand in real world that this thing fires a 50 caliber round and you've got the extra distance and power and you can go through with an explosive round through vehicles. For airsoft, it looks kind of cool and different. I don't see the advantage of running it just on a competitive level. I don't know. I might be wrong. Let me know. 200 FPS on a sniper is horrendous. That's not going to go anywhere, I don't presume. I presume not. I presume that it won't go anywhere. My head is weird today. But because I think here in the US, sniper limits mainly about 500 FPS. In the UK, it might be 450 because I know regular AEGs are 350 in the UK. Here in the US, it is normally 400. So it's a little bit hotter firing here, which I quite like because I don't mind getting hurt, bleeding a little bit. And I know in the UK, you guys who play it regularly are probably like, why haven't we increased this to higher than 350? Because you need to change all the guns if they're being sold in the UK, etc. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that, guys. We should start a petition and petition the UK government to like up that to 400. Let me know. And also, guys, if I'm waffling on and you're watching this or replay watching this, just sorry, because this is a live stream. We've already given away the pistol, and if this is not interesting, let me know to stop, and I'll do another kind of live stream where I'm talking through more stuff. For show, Jason. Okay, you guys are talking. That was nearly my first gun down the shed with a JG G36C. A JG, G36C. Let me know what you think about it. I thought it was very cool. Down the shed, I'm sub to Cutters. Yeah, he's doing some cool videos right now, putting out some of the builds he's doing. Chaotic Designs. I'm actually going to put my first video up. I'm hyped. Got a few vids planned. Absolutely, mate. On the Discord, give it shout outs. Let me know and I'll post it and repost it on the YouTube channel here. You've been an incredible part of this channel. So definitely want to pay that back. Yeah, all you guys are just saying, just finished a video on a pistol box I got from Airsoft GI, going to edit as soon as possible. I mean, just put them out. I think I haven't been putting out enough content, but you guys seem to enjoy the content that we're putting out. So it's mainly George again, but I would say don't overthink it would be my main thing. I grew a lot of social media channels for my real estate business. And the biggest thing I ever learned was to not overthink it and not think, oh, what's someone going to think of this? Just be yourself, do it and post it and see the reactions and learn and then improve it for the next one. That's what I've tried to do with this channel, but not as much. You know, it's harder on YouTube to be doing that, I think, with longer videos. Okay, yeah. I mean, you guys are also doing your things. The plastic is cheap on this one, was about 150 quid. So it's so big, it's nice to look at, but ludicrous on the field. Is it the Lancer Tactical one then? Because, I mean, I got that and you had to screw the barrel in because the box wasn't big enough to put the whole thing in, which isn't surprising. They're absolutely massive. The other thing is, in the US, the flash hider is orange. And on a Barrett is a massive thing, kind of looking like an arrow. I mean, it looks ridiculous. And if you were trying to be a subtle sniper hiding in the bushes, you're not going to do it. I mean, everyone's going to see where you are. The big sign above your head saying, I've got a sniper rifle. DJ, yeah, them Hater Gen 2 revolvers are a great option as a sniper sidearm with the extra moon clips and 10 shots a clip. How loud are they? Because it's gas. So this thing, what I really like, I actually like the Mark 23 more, but this has got a metal slide and I haven't used it in game. But the cool thing about this is it's just so quiet when you fire it, especially if the silencer's on it, which you need with that orange cap, if we go back to that. But yeah, I mean, I like that because it's quiet, so I'm sniping. So let me know about the Hater. Yeah, about 450 FPS. Yeah, so 500 here, 450 there. I mean, I don't think that's a big difference because I'm sure with the right weight BB and the right barrel, you can probably get not as far distance, but not far off. So let's go 400, 500 UK. Let's start the petition. You guys into that? Let's do it. All you US guys as well, pretend to be playing in the UK and then just kind of sign the petition. All right. Don't tell anyone. Some fields allow higher than 500 FPS snipers. That is true, Cutter. I have actually seen there's some of the Milsim events, I think we get 550, 600. So I like that because I think if you're shooting at 100 feet, you should be able to fire as hard as you can. And if you're hit with a sniper rifle, like it should hurt. Because that is another thing. If you guys have played with snipers before or against snipers, there's often that thing I find where because it's so far away, when it hits the person, it's a single BB and it's not that powerful. And so they ignore it sometimes. Well, not ignore it. They don't feel it if it hits your plate carrier, or they think it could have been a ricochet because it's so kind of light that hits them that it's like, oh, that must have bounced off something to hit me. So I do like the more powerful sniper for that reason. Cool sign. US limits depend on the field and or Milsim you go to. Yeah. And also the engagement distance. I was at Milsim West and the engagement distance, they didn't have a minimum engagement. Again, I like it. The field that I play at, they want, I think it's 10 feet for pistols or 10 to 15 feet for pistol. No, 15 feet for an AEG and then it's 10 feet for a pistol. So it's just annoying. And the bang bang rule is kind of good. I mean, if I've got a pistol in someone's face as I come around, I'm not going to pull the trigger and I'm going to bang bang. But if they're 5 feet away or like, I just want to be able to poke my head in and just put it, because it like the whole parlay rule and like, oh, we both call bang bang on each other at the same time. It annoys me. Anyway, I'm going to try and wrap this up. Sorry. No, as of general talk is what we all do. Absolutely, mate. Hanging out is pretty cool, especially when it's only every 2 weeks. Should I do more live streams or you guys like more videos? Let me know on that. I love chatting in live streams. Don't watch many, but I enjoy the ones I do. Never care what the public may think. Exactly, mate. Thank you, dude. Yeah, if there's anything I try to do better, yes, mate. We'll give you some feedback for sure. If there's anything I think like you're really good at and you should do more of, send me the videos. I'm going to let you know. Haters allowed CO2. Yeah, so that's my issue. If I'm a sniper, I don't really want a loud. If I'm trying to keep my position hidden, I do not want a loud pistol going off when I need to use it close range. But DJ says it sounds just about the same as the SSX23. I would say. So let me know, guys. Is it loud or is it quiet? Depends on your opinion. I should probably get one then and test fire and see how that compares to a Hater, because I think that would be great. DJ, I've heard they're loud. Yeah. So yeah, again, Badger, I called red or blue on a player yesterday and he just called hit without a shot. Yeah, I mean, like parlay and that kind of rule. I don't know if you saw that video I posted of the gameplay little clip where I don't blame the guy because I'm sure he wasn't trying to like do some underhanded thing, but I literally shot his mate and then I'm coming round the corner and then I say bang bang. The guy's like rifle is facing completely another way. And then for good measure, I shot him in the leg. And then as I come past him, he's like, parlay, we both bang bang. I thought he said toilet at the time. So that was a bit odd for me. I don't like being unsure. I just would rather put one in your leg and then I know that that's that. Yeah, chaotic down the shed, sub to chaotic designs. That's awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to try and wrap it up with that because I think I've just spoken really fast over a lot of time. The next giveaway will be in 2 weeks. I'm going to put up the poll now, first of what you guys want to win, the channel members, and then we'll put up the poll of 2 options. I've got a lot of AEGs. So if you guys want an AEG, let me know and I'll try and do a cool variant mix. I don't know. Do you guys want me to put up 2 M4 platforms because they're useful and everyone can use them? Or would you rather like a kind of mix, maybe an MP5 or something else like a LMG mixed with a more M4 style, or completely get rid of M4? Let me know on that. Sorry, yeah, Cutter, the idea of parlay or bang bang seems a little weird to me. You're playing a game where you know you might get shots. Suck it up and take the hit. 100%, mate. You know, this isn't Call of Duty where you're not feeling it. It's like, I'm in there. I'm trying to play this competitively and I don't want to hurt people, but I'm happy to get hurt. And I'm happy, hopefully, that the guys I'm playing against are the same. One thing I would say is knuckles. Coming around the corner and taking one in the knuckle, that really hurts, which is probably the main reason I run actually tactical gloves. I don't actually need them for anything else really, and I would prefer the more sensitivity on my trigger finger. But the reason I wear those is so when I'm coming around a corner, getting shot in the knuckles. I've had a lot of bleeding on those, let's put it that way. Sorry, shot 3 posing for photo. They said they were dead. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, mate. Yeah, it's a weird one. I think it's safe and probably it helps a lot of those sites not get sued if someone gets really hurt, I'm sure. And maybe it's the state law or the US law. No, I presume if it's Milson's and other sites, then it's not. But California, maybe there's a law on that. I don't know. I've shot myself on camera to see if it hurt. Plus, that's the worst it should get, right? How close did you shoot yourself from, mate? Was it literally point blank or was it, you know, from far away? Do the vote survey for what the next guns to give away. Okay, so I'll do, should I do a survey where it's like just AEG, non-M4, M4, or M4, non-M4 mix? And then I'll put up 2 options. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to ask you guys questions because it gets confusing. And then first game I ever played, I got shot in the face and loved it. I mean, I think getting shot in the face is great because it actually like you kind of like take your hit and you're like, ow, that, you know, it's not ow because if you're wearing full face protection, a lot of guys don't. And I'm like, my teeth, you know, I'm a very vain, I'm not a vain guy, but I don't really want to go through tooth surgery or like go through that stuff. So I actually wear, as you might have seen, but I have that bandana with the mesh here. I think Lancer Tactical, no, not Lancer Tactical. IDO Gear, I think, do a couple of them, and there's some other companies. I wear a helmet for my GoPro, and then I actually wear Oakley's tactical glasses. They're not fully sealed, but it's sealed to a level where I'm happy that it's not going to hit my eyeball directly. It could ricochet off the inside, but they don't fog up. And that's the big issue for me in the heat of California. I don't like fogging up. Being shot on corner of the jawbone that bled, or shot my leg sitting about 12 inches. I mean, mate, that's going to be, you know, okay, the worst one I've had, which was really weird, it was probably about 2 months ago, the bolt that's in my head right here, you can probably see it better if it's weird with this blurred background, but there's basically a stick here. You can probably see where my head sticks in more like that. There was a gap here between my helmet and the Oakleys that I was wearing, and it literally hit on the point of that. It actually might have been quite far away because it was a mark, it didn't bleed. But because it's drilled into my skull, it felt like my whole skull vibrated. Now, it's not that bad, I don't think, and I'm not going to like make a concerted effort to cover it, but that was the weirdest one where I was like, whoa, what the hell just happened? And I know some people, when they get shot in the back here or the cochlear area, they can literally pass out. So that probably the worst one for me. Okay, Cutter had no face protection and got hit. Yeah, that's going to hurt, man. Well, that's going to be scary for sure. Took my 9-year-old playing. He had 2 hits that he said hurt, but loved it. That is the other thing, guys. I think actually down the shed, I just got to call you Jason or Shed Jason. I think that in the moment, you actually don't feel it. You know what I mean? Your adrenaline's running. You're kind of trying to do something and you get hit and you see the mark afterwards, but you're like, I don't really feel the pain of that. Whereas shooting yourself from 12 inches in the leg, you're building up that like, oh, is this going to hurt? I mean, that's going to hurt a lot more. Let's put it that way. And actually, some of the kids and younger guys I've played with, it's not like they're in a lot of pain when they end it, or they're not, you know, complaining about the pain. I played with my nephew the other day. He absolutely loved it. He's incredible at Fortnite. One thing I would say is he builds in Fortnite, and obviously you build your cover. So him getting used to finding cover to cover yourself from incoming fire, it took him a couple of games to get that. But I think once he was in it, like, he's like, this is awesome. I want to keep doing that. So actually, no, that's not true. The 2 times that I have seen a kid not enjoy it was at the site where I play. If it's a kid's birthday and they've got like a birthday party of rentals going there, sometimes what they'll do is they'll have the kid whose birthday is run across a line and all of their friends there just full auto the guy. And there was one thing where I think like the first couple of steps he took, he was like, this is fine. By the end of the line, he just was crying. And it was really bad because I don't think he expected it. And I mean, I don't know how many rounds he took, but he was crying. He went back behind this thing and you could just hear it. But I think we tried to make him feel as good as possible. Everyone, literally, when he came around the corner, was cheering like, oh my God, that was awesome, bro. And he seemed to be a lot better mood. But after seeing that, I don't think I would, I mean, I would do it, but I don't think I would, I'd be very careful about agreeing to it. Shot in the lip as well yesterday. I get shot a lot. Well, that's good, mate. I mean, you play cover for the rest of your team. You know, you're basically a riot shield. You go ahead. Lip as well. I think you can cut that and bleed in it quite well. And also, it's like a scab that appears if I've had them before. Ow, Jason's fine. Certain spots have certain levels of pain, but nothing longer than a few seconds. That's true. It's just like knuckles. It's painful, but it's just the annoyance of, you know, letting it heal because you're constantly moving them. That's probably more annoying for me. If you're prepared to shoot someone else, you have to take the pain as well. Absolutely, mate. It's a competitive game. We want to play. It's immersive. It's not fun unless it's going to hurt. Do you know what I mean? If there's not that downside of like what's going to happen, I don't think there's a point in doing it. So that's my thoughts. If you've got something up a thought and this video is posted, write it down below. Sorry, guys. I said I was going to wrap this up and it keeps going. Well, that's just nuts, lol. I meant the birthday auto run is nuts. Yeah, mate, I don't know. Let me know if you guys have seen that before. But I think the kid was probably like 12, 13. And it just, yeah, it felt bad watching him. It was kind of like child abuse from other children kind of thing, not sexual child abuse, but yeah, like beating a child. It was not nice to watch. Neck skin is a big owie. Yeah, it's any of these spots I think where it's kind of delicate or it's against a bone. Those are the ones where I'm a little bit, not a little bit, I just don't like it as much. Shed Jason took gloves off, sweaty yesterday. I'm not surprised with the heat there. Then took right ring finger and little left finger. Yeah, little fingers on the ends as well. Yeah, I've had those and they're bad. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for being here. So I said I've got surgery tomorrow. I've actually got an unboxing video that's coming out on, I'm going to post it on Wednesday or Thursday. So that should be up on the channel in 24 hours. And actually, I'm about to shoot an unboxing video. And I'll give you guys a little warning of this one, or a pre-prep for it. There was a box that came out, the Advanced Player Edition, probably about a week ago. I was in Canada, but I ordered it. And I don't know what it is. It might be the economy right now, but normally all those boxes, the Flash editions, sell out in about 30 seconds. I bought one, and then luckily on the Discord, a couple of guys sent me a message saying, hey, guy, like there's one up there, you should buy it. There were only 89 boxes, and this thing was on the site, I think, for like 15 hours. Like it didn't sell out. It was more expensive at like $350. But because it was there, I was like, I'm going to get it, and I'm going to try and do the biggest unboxing for you guys ever. So I've got 3 of them. 3 of those boxes to unbox, and there were 89. So I think I've got probably about 2%, no, 5% of the actual boxes. I'm about to film it, and I'm so excited. So if you guys have seen a good video of that, let me know. But it's probably going to be about 4 weeks until that's out. I'm really behind on posting right now and editing, so I'm trying to get through everything as fast as I can. Absolutely, guys. Bye. See you later. And this guy has had enough. So bye, George. Say bye. All right, guys. Have a good day. Speak to you soon.